Once upon a time, a tiny blue tang fish named Dory lived with her loving parents, Jenny and Charlie, in a warm and quiet lagoon. Dory was sweet and curious, but she had short-term memory loss and would forget things soon after learning them. Jenny and Charlie were patient and caring. They taught Dory little rhymes to help remember important things. Keep swimming to the kelp forest, then turn right at the shells. They even built trails of seashells to guide Dory back home. But one fateful day, a strong ocean current swept Dory away from her parents. She called for them as loudly as she could, but her small voice was lost in the vastness of the ocean. As the years went by, she forgot where they were. Yet Dory never forgot the feeling of losing someone dear. Many years later, Dory found herself living near the Great Barrier Reef with her best friends Marlin and Nemo. She had helped them reunite on their own adventure. One day, while on a school trip, Dory saw a group of stingrays migrating and heard the word home. A flash of memory returned. She remembered her parents, Jenny and Charlie, and a place called the Jewel of Morro Bay, California. She turned to Marlin and Nemo and exclaimed, "I have to find them. My family." Marlin worried, "Dory, California is far." But Nemo chirped, "Then we'd better start swimming." And so began their journey across the ocean. With the help of Crush, a laid-back sea turtle, they rode the East Australian current like an underwater roller coaster, quickly reaching the kelp-filled waters of California. There, they met Fluke and Rudder, two grumpy sea lions. Fluke and Rudder directed them to the Marine Life Institute, a place for rescue and rehabilitation. While attempting to enter the institute, Dory was captured by staff and placed in the quarantine zone for sick fish. Marlin and Nemo were left outside, worried and panicked. Inside the institute, Dory befriended Hank, a cranky red octopus with only 7 tentacles. Hank wanted Dory's transport tag to be transferred to a permanent aquarium. He promised to help her find her parents in return. Hank cleverly camouflaged himself, sneaking Dory through various exhibits, the dazzling open ocean exhibit, the terrifying touch pool, and more. Each place triggered Dory's memories. Her parents, her home, and the shell trails. Outside, Marlin and Nemo convinced Fluke and Rudder to assist them. They received a ride from Becky, a wild-looking loon bird, who managed to get them inside the institute, where they soon found Dory. A heartbreaking revelation struck Dory. Years ago, she got swept away and believed her parents were gone. In the quarantine tanks, Dory saw something familiar, a trail of shells. Her parents had always said, "If you ever get lost, follow the shells home." She followed them and found Jenny and Charlie. They had been placing shell trails daily, hoping she would find them. Dory was overjoyed and hugged her parents tightly. Suddenly, she learned that Marlin, Nemo, and Hank had been captured. They were being transported on a truck to Cleveland. Determined, Dory rushed through pipes, out into the sea, and towards the truck, freeing her friends and all captive sea creatures with Hank's help. Together, they hijacked the truck. They crashed it into the ocean and released the fish into freedom. Back at the reef, Dory lived happily with her parents Marlin and Nemo. She didn't remember everything, but she remembered the most important thing. She was no longer alone. One beautiful day, as she swam with Marlin, she gazed at the open ocean and said, "It really is beautiful." Marlin replied with a smile, "Yes, Dory. Just keep swimming." And Dory did, with joy filling every stroke in the endless sea.